Welcome to the first episode of Hard Candy. I'm your host, Joan Burnett, and with me is Brent Meacham, the digital guru and my longtime great friend. We've been on some crazy adventures in business and in life together, and this is just the latest installment. So, Brent, you have anything you want to say here?
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'll say our goal is to give you a good time as we consider finding sweetness in tough places. It is not always easy. But this first episode is different and a lot shorter. Let me give you an idea of the structure of the program so you can figure out how you can participate, which is something that we would like. Then I'll tell you a little bit more about myself with a level of honesty and that horrible but necessary vulnerability so we can get a good foundation of how we're going to move forward. Okay, so why hard candy? Mainly because I spent too much of my interior life with a feeling similar to what T.S. Eliot wrote in his poem, The Wasteland. Life is a drudge. You just have to keep on keeping on. A whole lot of gray. Because life kept giving me these punches that left me knocked out temporarily.
See, this is something I never knew until a year and a half ago. I've known her 25 years, and she never shared this with me. I'm kind of hurt as I sit here and think about it, but not really. But anyway, now I know.
But I would, and I could always get up again. But I would get up.
True.
Yeah. I would get up to endure another day, not really live in it and enjoy it. So life just felt hard, not a whole lot of candy. And now that I have, to be generous about it, just another third of my life left, I found that there really are ways to get up again without the dread of having to go through another day of same old, same old. Humor is definitely a part of it, but decidedly not the whole of it. There are ways to savor some good that comes out of suffering. And I think that is a piece of juicy, good gossip that needs to be spread around. So, ergo, the podcast. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, check out my website, joanburnett.com, JOANBURNETTE.com. Thank you, technical guru.
No space, and I have not quite learned mastered subtitles for it yet, hence these lovely cards.
Okay. And we'll also be setting up an Instagram account with Joan Burnett you can check out. Thank you, esteemed guru.
Same name.
But, no, it's not the right. But I am not the point here. Because I've been stunned by so many people I know, ordinary folk you might never hear about or consider, to come out on the other side of horrible and have a peace and a joy and a freedom that's astounding. I would consider it downright miraculous. And so because these people are much more interesting than I am, and because I love to ask questions, I'll just be having them come on different episodes of the podcast so I can ask some questions to introduce them to you so you can be helped or inspired or just enjoy the ride with them. I'm a big believer that reality is more interesting than any piece of fiction, and these people prove that belief. So that's the format. We'll drop another episode in about a month, once a month, and we'll increase the frequency and let you know. If you know anyone who has found sweetness in tough places, or if that person is you, feel free to email me at joan@joanburnett.com. Thank you so much. So we'll take a look and then at what you're saying and see what we can do together. So please come back and check out what we're doing. I would love to have you subscribe if you feel so inclined. I realize that's probably premature given that it's our first episode, but I am
But this is gold and this is dynamite.
and I am certain that Brent already has a set of groupies that would want to subscribe.
Thousands of us, social influencer.
Yeah, we would welcome
I
that.
got 97 friends on Facebook.
Okay. Until the next time.